Hello, hello, awesome, beautiful people. Yesterday we were talking about the steps to make sure that every year is memorable, right? And yesterday we talked about step one. Today we're going to talk about step two in that process. If you have not watched the previous video, I recommend you watch it. You don't need to do it now, you can do it after this one. And the step two is simple. We're going to do establish 4 goals, personal goals, not professionals, just personal goals for this year, one for each quarter of the year. And they don't need to be anything amazing, they don't need to be anything crazy, they just need to be something that you know that you can achieve, and that if you do it, you're going to remember it in a few years from now. You're either going to remember it because it was an experience or because it's something that made you better, because you gain a skill or a new ability. So let me give you an example and then we'll go into the exercise. For example, for me, in my case, for Q1, my goal is to meet with my mom and my aunt for a few days in London, and then after that, in also in London, meet with some of my best friends. So that will be goal for Q1. Then for Q2, second quarter of the year, my goal is very simple. It's just to be able to go camping for 2 or 3 nights. 2 nights will be great. And I don't go enough camping. I haven't gone in maybe 2 years already. And I wanted to spend 2 nights camping and go with my kids, my family, my wife, and also with another family that has kids the age of my kids, and it will be very fun and whatnot. So as you can see, that one is a very simple, affordable goal that I will remember. My kids will remember too in years after. But I want to make sure that happens. For Q3, my goal is more focused on habits, on the self-development. And I want to have created the habit of biking in my stationary bike in the morning before breakfast. So with an empty stomach, well, fasting, whatever. So before I have breakfast, I want to do 30 minutes of biking, of cycling every day. And so every day, no, sorry, 3 to 4 days per week. I want to create that habit. Then for Q3, I want to spend Christmas in Spain, where I am from, but I live in California. So, it makes sense. I haven't spent a Christmas there in a long time. I want to take my kids, my wife, I want to go there and spend Christmas there. So those are my goals for this year. They are very realistic. They are measurable. They are easy to see if I have accomplished them or not. Yeah, sure, you could say, well, creating a habit, that's difficult to measure. Yes, that one is a little bit difficult to measure. But, if by the end of Q3, I have done it for 3 months or 4 months, I have been doing it consistently for 3-4 months, then we could assume that the habit has been created. If I have only done it for 2 weeks, then not yet. Now, your exercise is to do something similar. Create 4 different goals for the year, and they don't need to be anything related with travel if you don't want. And if you do, it could be something just like go to some beautiful town that is 1 hour away from where you live, and you have always wanted to spend a weekend there, but you never done it. Well, then make sure that this year happens, that trip. It doesn't need to be crossing the world to the other side, or or taking a train, or maybe it is something as simple as taking a train and come back in the same day, go to visit some town, city that you've been wanting to visit. It could be going to a restaurant that you've always wanted to go, but it's too expensive. Well, then make sure that you save some money to make it happen. Or maybe you want to learn Italian, or you want to learn, well, that might be difficult, but let's say 200 words in Italian, or I don't know. It could be something simple or it could be something crazier. Okay. But what is important is that you know that you can achieve it, that you know that it's possible to do this realistic, and that you will remember. If you do it, you will remember in 5 years from now or 10 years from now. And that is it, my friend. I hope this is helpful, and I'll see you tomorrow in step 3.